We're very excited to share with you the tremendous web of influence that the Hawkins had on education throughout the world.
I want to read just a couple of things that David wrote. We who have been involved in the study of science in children have ourselves been changed in the process. In some ways not easy to express, we have been liberated. Those of us who knew children before science, now seeing the former, children, and ourselves as well, in a new light, as inventors, as analysts, as synthesizers, as home lovers, lovers of the world of nature. Those of us who knew science first, and children after, have an altered and more childlike view of science, more humane, more playful, and even at its most elementary, full of the most unexpected delights.
Children are given materials and equipment, things, and are allowed to construct, test, probe, and experiment without superimposed questions or instructions. I call this phase messing about.
There is a consistency and an integrity of thought.
It's a culture, a way of being with children that isn't rushed, that isn't working towards some standard achievement.
Play was at the heart of our work, and joy and beauty.
That play-based, messing about approach has been so crucial to the people I've worked with through the years who have really become contributors to the field.
The materials in the school are something that definitely have been very, very clearly influenced by David Hawkins, but also has supported the theory about the 100 languages of children that Loris Malaguzzi has developed through the years. With different modalities, there is a continuation on this approach about materials and the importance of teachers being involved with materials.
How is that thing making these dots everywhere?
I teach at the Children's Garden at the Cambridge School of Weston.
I teach kindergarten at the Advent School. Boulder Journey School is a preschool of over 200 children ages 6 weeks to 6 years and their families.
But the sun tries to make them round.
The sun tries to make these dots round?
Yeah, the sun's round.
Is this not a partnership of extraordinary depth? You had Frances, of course, with her profound ability to analyze and to respond and reflect on her engagements with children.
Several years ago, our staff read Frances Hawkins' beautiful book, Journey with Children. Her deep respect for children was reflected in every story and on every page.
Something about the way Frances wrote, the questions that she posed of herself as she worked, the details that she noticed about a child's reaction to materials or lack of reaction. A child's reactions and interactions with materials speak volumes about what these children are thinking and of what they may already know.
And then you had David.
David was the key, I think. He just let people work on what they loved.
Philosopher by trade, deeply knowledgeable about science and mathematics, although he would say he wasn't. He called it dabbling. If we all could so dabble.
David Hawkins' writings have helped me to see that the meandering nature of exploration is in fact a necessary part of getting to a good question. It might take a while to get there, and there may be more than one good answer.
He was lamenting the division between the cognitive and the affective, which was prominent in a certain decade. And he said, as if feelings were not the monitor of thought, or thought the vehicle of feelings.
David would talk to anyone. The marvelous part of it was that no matter who you were, whether you were the plumber, the gardener, the Nobel Prize-winning physicist, the teacher, you knew, didn't think, that David was interested in what you had to offer him in your knowledge and understanding.
They were continuously thinking about the relationship between the idea that we are all to be treated like equals,
He also just delighted in seeing how people learned. And I picked that up from him, and I thank him for that.
The work of David Hawkins brings to life the critical role of messing about in the learning process and in building relationships. We believe that this applies to adults as well as children.
By making a commitment as a faculty to spend time exploring rolling, light, wood, and balance, we've enriched the experiences that take place within our school.
When teachers have ample opportunities to mess about with materials and ideas in collaboration with their colleagues, together they're able to explore, inquire, and develop theories.
Our core value of nurturing all relationships has been enhanced through the wisdom and work of the Hawkins.
I think we have to use that to think about how we prepare new teachers and how we support teachers in the classrooms. And I think it's important at the same time as we look back and see the richness, to also look forward and say, how is this different now? And what should we be doing now, given where the world is? And I think that, in many ways, would be the most powerful way to respect and honor their work.